As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. Don't miss a property you've been waiting for because life got chaotic. Let me handle the real estate details while you handle life. I'm Kayla Mayberry. Call or text today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, tri-level home with a bonus room and a walkout basement on 1.78 acres.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh yeah, I framed that.
I built that.
I stained that.
I hinged that.
I built that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
First State Community Bank. Our why is simple: to make a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors' partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. Don't miss a property you've been waiting for because life got chaotic. Let me handle the real estate details while you handle life. I'm Kayla Mayberry. Call or text today.
The 2025-26 high school basketball season winding down for the Cape Notre Dame Bulldogs. Only a handful of games left. In fact, this is their third last regular season contest. Tonight they welcome in a Bernie Mules squad that is playing their regular season finale ahead of a district that starts 5 days from today in Bloomfield. Good evening, everybody. Great to have you with us on Aycorp Sports. My name is Greg Allen alongside Mike Reeves. Mike, we saw this Cape Notre Dame squad in the Christmas tournament down in Southeast Missouri. Great run for them. They went 3-1 in the holiday tournament, lost in the semifinals to a really good Jackson squad. We got a good feel for what Notre Dame's all about. They're having one of their better seasons recently. So are the Bernie Mules. Should be a good one tonight. Great to see you, partner.
Oh, without a doubt, it should be a good one. That's why we're here, right? We try to find the good ones. Good to see you as well, sir. And what I took away from Notre Dame in the look that we had back at the Christmas tournament is I was really impressed with a number of things, and then I also thought there is another level they can reach. I kind of thought both. I liked what they did. I liked some of the things that they were bringing to the table, but I also thought in my head, this team might be pretty special by the end of the year if things go right. Well, we'll find out how close they are to that as they get close to their district time. But, Greg, what a great, all right, call it a tune-up if you want to. I'll use the term. For Bernie to play this game ahead of their district.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about scheduling. You get a quality opponent. You travel on the road before you go into what will be a really good tournament. You're going to go into it as a number 2 seed. That I love that this game for them, even though in recent years this one hasn't necessarily gone the way of the Mules. I still think it's a good game to be playing.
Bernie comes in 17-8. They enter tonight having won 4 of their last 5. 17 wins, the most they've had in the program in the last 3 seasons. For Cape Notre Dame, they come in 15-8. They've won 3 straight, dating back to a loss to Whitfield when they went 0-3 in a tournament out in Nixa. And for Notre Dame, Mike, you and I have seen Notre Dame basketball on the boys and girls side for almost a quarter of a century. Actually, probably is right around a quarter of a century. And you look at a team that's 15-8 and you're thinking, that's kind of what they normally do, right? They haven't done this for the last handful of seasons, that handful being this is the best they've been in the last 5 years, including a 10-19 campaign. So things are a little different at Notre Dame right now compared to what you and I historically might have in our heads. But I know the Notre Dame faithful are thinking this might even be a little bit better than some people I've talked to in the gym thought they might even have coming into the season.
Well, they're coming into this year, they're coming off 4 straight seasons of non-winning records. That's just over the course of our 25 years together. It's like, that's very unusual. We're not used to seeing that. But I always like it when people will say, this team is been achieving at a level higher than we thought they would. That says a lot about the kids. Obviously, the coaches are always, they love hearing that because it does come back. There's a coaching thing involved in that when you're getting more out of the athlete than maybe people thought that they had in them. But if you want to really take it to that next step in your Cape Notre Dame, get to district time. Their district is in Dexter. Greg, that's a district that they're going to have every reason to think we can compete with anybody in that field. Dexter's 16-9 in that field, but Perryville's not having a great year. Doniphan's around 500. Fredericktown's not doing anything special. Kennett's 5-17. Dexter is 16-9 and they're the host. But there's nobody in that field that Notre Dame would look at as a district opponent and say, we are significantly less talented than that. No, they're as good as anybody in that. So they got a good tune-up as well as they get ready for their district. And what a step that would be to win a district title coming off those 4 seasons that haven't gone their way.
And when you get to this time of the season, talking late to mid-late February, all the talk turns to districts, kind of the money time of the year. That district you're talking about will seed on Wednesday. Cape Notre Dame has not played Dexter this season. Bernie has. Give you some comparison. Back on January 16th, Bernie went to Dexter and lost a 9-point game, 63-54. Bernie probably likes where they sit right now coming down to the wire. And as you said, great on-the-road tune-up before they go to that district. In Bloomfield, they'll get the host club. That will be played 5 days from today on the 24th. It'll be a 2-7 matchup in the bracket. And Notre Dame's district comes out again next Wednesday, played at Dexter. So it's an interesting matchup tonight with that little tie with Dexter in there. And like you said, Notre Dame's sitting there thinking 15-8. We kind of like what we've done this year.
Hey, if you're Bernie, when you look at their district too, the number 1 seed there is Puxico. They're 25-1. They've been legit all year. They have been the favorite in that district since preseason practice. Everybody looked at Puxico and went, that's the team. Bernie's played them twice. They've lost to them twice. What would your general coaching philosophy be, though, in a situation like that? We need to beat them once. And if we do it in the district, what a great time to knock them off. So, yeah, they know they're a little bit different than Notre Dame. They do have a team in their field that is a prohibitive favorite to win that thing. But Bernie, no way they look at it and say, well, we can't compete with them. They know that on a given night they can get the job done. And I love this matchup that we're about to watch tonight. I like the fact that it's scheduled. I like the venue it's being played in. And I like that we're here for it.
Bernie and Puxico playing twice in a 12-day stretch. The final score is 80-68 and 59-43. Not insurmountable if you're thinking Bernie possibly trying to knock off an expected number 1. And, of course, the old coaching cliche, tough to beat a team 3 times. You and I have had that discussion dating back for nearly a quarter of a century.
Many times. And you know what the coaches at Bernie are going to talk about, Jason Law's going to say? They don't, it's not a thing 3 times. We got to beat them once. They've got to beat us once. Those other 2 won't matter when we hit the floor, if indeed we do, for a championship.
Come back for the starting lineups and the opening tip when we come back to Cape Girardeau right after this on Aycorp Sports.
As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. Don't miss a property you've been waiting for because life got chaotic. Let me handle the real estate details while you handle life. I'm Kayla Mayberry. Call or text today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, tri-level home with a bonus room and a walkout basement on 1.78 acres.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. SEMO Health Network. We strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Notre Dame and Bernie in a late regular season contest. Thrilled to bring it to you here on Aycorp Sports along with Mike Rees. I'm Greg Allen. Winding down our regular season, we have got an absolute dynamite matchup for you tomorrow. If you're looking ahead to weekend action, how about a regular season SEMO Conference Championship on the line? The Sykeston Bulldogs and the Jackson Indians. That is coming your way tomorrow on Aycorp Sports. James Hodges and Bobby Alford will have the call from the Jackson Event Center. Cannot wait for that one. Two high-octane teams. Mike, we saw that Jackson squad in the Christmas tournament that you and I did in Southeast Missouri. We've known about Sykeston basketball. We've known about Jackson basketball for a while. That's a good matchup coming tomorrow. Can't wait to see how that thing turns out.
That will be something else. Two incredibly skilled teams and playing with something on the line with that regular season conference title. Should be a blast. Make sure you join us for that.
We'll have that one for you tomorrow here on Aycorp Sports, and then Mike and I are back to see Notre Dame again coming up early next week, and their second to last regular season. Actually, it's their regular season finale at Dexter coming up on Tuesday. They'll play St. Francis Borgia before that. The Knights are 15-10, and then Notre Dame goes to Dexter Tuesday in a game we'll have. Mike's got the starting lineups for tonight.
We'll look at the visiting Bernie Mules first. They're 17-8. Josh Long, first-year head coach. Kane Hodgood is in the lineup, 5'11" and a junior, along with Blaine Morgan, a junior at 5'10", 6'5" junior John Aycock. Hunter Massey's a 6'1" junior, and Chase Geiling, 6 foot and a junior. The Bulldogs are 15-8. Jeremy Brinkmeyer, third-year head coach, and they start Colton Londaway, a 5'10" senior, along with Cole Adams, a sophomore at 6'1". Also, Braden Robert, he's 6'1" and a sophomore. Gabe Jones, 6'5" and a senior, and Dylan Rubel, he's a junior, he's 6'6".
Underway here in Notre Dame and Cape Girardeau. And the opening shot from perimeter is going to be short from Cole Adams, but an offensive rebound putback is good for Braden Robert. And Robert averaging 11.7 a ball game, 44% shooter from the floor. Bernie in the all blue, and they'll score on the offensive end with Blaine Morgan. He's a double-digit scorer, 11.1. Mike, I was looking at the numbers, and right off the hop, it was really interesting that Notre Dame got an offensive rebound. They do not particularly rebound the ball all that well. However, more on that in a moment after the Adams missed three. It's going to be a group effort from Notre Dame. They don't have one standout, hey, I pile up 8, 9, 10, 12 rebounds a ball game. Their best rebounder, percentage-wise, 4.2. Cole Adams, 3 in white. For Bernie, John Aycock, 10.3 a game from him alone. Off that missed shot, they do get a rebound with the aforementioned Cole Adams. And quickly to the other end of the floor, Robert, boy, he had a great holiday tournament down towards the end of December. He's got 4 early, and Notre Dame's got a 4-2 lead. I think rebounding is a huge part. Coaches will tell you all the time, it's a huge part of every game. I'll be interested to keep an eye on your rebound totals to see how they pan out as the evening goes along, because I do think Notre Dame's got to commit everybody to the glass to have a chance to win this thing.
Well, what I'd like to know after you went through everything you went through, and Robert just picked up his first foul, like what I'd like to know is if you took all the schools across the state, let's just say classes 4, 5, and 6, let's make it the larger schools. how many don't have somebody averaging 6 rebounds a game?
Right.
It'd be an odd number, I think.
One and done off that offensive trip for Bernie off the rebound from Londaway from the Hobgood missed triple. He's a 33% three-point shooter is Kane Hobgood, the 5'11 junior for Bernie. And Robert takes it down deep in the paint. He'll draw a foul on Hobgood. And that's the first Mule miscue tonight.
Now you've got me thinking as you go through the rebound numbers, do I want that one guy who can just eat up the glass to 10, 15 rebounds a game, or would I really like to have a team where everybody can get 4 or 5 a game?
I think I want the one guy. Honestly, if I'm picking, I think I want the one guy.
There's something to be said for, you just know when the ball goes up, if they miss, it's our rebound. If we miss, we got a good chance to get an offensive putback. Yeah, that one guy that can average double digits in the rebound column is a blessing.
Lane violation on the second free throw. It's going to come against Bernie. We're going to redo this one. That was immediately called before the shot by the official under the basket. He was all over that, John Aycock. He's the guy averaging 10.3 for Bernie. So a redo for Robert. He'll miss that one. It's a rebound for Blaine Morgan instead. The problem is if you do have that one guy on the glass, 10, 11, 12 rebounds a ball game. If he gets in foul trouble, now you have that whole discussion. Hunter Massey's going to go to the free throw line. He's fouled.
Did Robert come from the top side to commit that one also?
He did, Mike. And he's a big part of what Notre Dame does. 11.7 tonight, 3.4 rebounds a ball game. Boy, he was in attack mode when we saw this Bulldog squad in the Christmas tournament. Free throw's good for Massey, just a 36% free throw tosser, and Robert out of the ball game. And we haven't even played 3 minutes. Well, that's big. And now a 5-3 affair. And now it's a margin of 1. Notre Dame beat Oran and Charleston, lost to Jackson, won the third place game over an upstart and another team that had a really good tournament in Scott City. There's an offensive rebound, put back underneath, and it's good for Gabe Jones. Doesn't even average 2 rebounds a ball game, and he's got 2 points on that trip. And Notre Dame in front by a triple. Right wing threes off the mark. Bernie tried to save it at last touch, I thought, by Notre Dame, and they will say Bernie basketball. After that Christmas tournament, Notre Dame went on quite a run. If you include that win over the Scott City Rams, they won 6 in a row out of that. Then went to the Nixa tournament. Things weren't so great there. And then Saxon, Lutheran, Hillsborough, and Poplar Bluff here coming into the night with 3 straight wins. Aycock with the miss. Schweinbold with the rebound. Notre Dame basketball up a triple. Coming up on 3 minutes gone by, and a turnover for the Notre Dame Bulldogs, and the Mules get the ball back. They want 3 out of the left wing. In and out, no good. Rebound volleyed around. Aycock's got that one and puts in 2 the easy way. He's a double-digit rebounder as John Aycock at 6'5" in his 3rd season. He's a double-digit scorer. He's 58% from the floor. But when you're 6'5", you should live on the interior. Granted, not typically the way the game is played these days. But Aycock kind of going old school with the approach. You're 6'5", live in the paint, get easy shots, and he hits a ton of them.
I know what era we play in. I get it. But I also know that shot from 2 feet away has a lot better chance of going in than that one from 20.
But boy, people love that one from 20. Another offensive rebound by Notre Dame. Reverse layup is good for Dylan Rubel. Rubel, 53% from the floor, 7.6 a night in rebounds at just over 1.5. So already seeing some guys that don't typically rebound the basketball particularly well for the Bulldogs getting on the glass. And again, group effort. We already talked about it. And they're doing a good job early.
Do you know what we're still waiting on here as we hit the halfway point of the first quarter?
I'm afraid to guess.
We are still waiting for a 3-point shot to go in. Each team's tried 4. None of them gone in yet. So halfway through the first, got our eye on something already. Neither team being able to connect from 3.
Another reason to take that shot from 2 feet instead of 18, right?
Well, what's the coach is saying today? Layup, dunk, or 3-pointer. That's the only shots a lot of them want. They don't even want that 12 to 15-footer. Open or not, they don't want it.
What is this mid-range jumper you speak of?
Yeah, it's like that has gone the way of the dodo bird.
Bulldogs on offense. They're in the all-home whites here on Jerry Grimm Court. And a nice dump down feed. And well, when you get that shot from point blank, Gabe Jones finishes. He's got 4.
I love the ball movement against that zone. It's really, ball does not get sticky. That's a term you hear a lot. It just gets on a hand and off a hand.
Aycorp on the offensive window. Going to go up strong and put it home. And with the missed threes, we're seeing guys go on the interior, Mike, and convert.
Well, Notre Dame's 5 for 5 when they're not shooting the 3, and Bernie is 3 for 5.
Thought about going underneath Colin Farrell, a sophomore. Notre Dame's a little short-handed tonight. Couple of guys with injuries, couple of guys out for other reasons. That ball knocked around back out to Farrell in the corner, trying to find some space on the sideline and just had to get rid of it. 2 guys out with a foot injury. 2 other guys with other school-related commitments. And a turnover by Notre Dame. So they're out without 4 guys, and then you throw in Robert, Mike, who had 2 early fouls before the first 3 minutes rolled off. They haven't seen him for the rest of his first quarter.
And you would think won't see him for the rest of the quarter based on the way most coaches approach that.
Long distance 3, and there's the first one that goes. Chase Geiling converts 11.7 tonight. 37% from 3 is a good one to take him at 37%. And another turnover by Notre Dame. And here comes Blaine Morgan the other way. He's in a mess traffic-wise, but the little hesitation and go, and he'll draw a foul. It's going to go against Dylan Rubel.
We talk a lot, Greg, over the years about pace of games, whether or not they have some rhythm, some flow to them. This one, through the first nearly 6 minutes, has had that. It's been good.
Timeout on the floor. We're leveled at 11. 2:04 to go first quarter from Notre Dame.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
I've been referring to you over here.
Greg Allen, Mike Reeves on Aycorp Sports. Late regular season Thursday night. We'll see Notre Dame again on Tuesday at Dexter. That will be their regular season finale. The district will seed coming up the night after that on Wednesday. That district for the Bulldogs at Dexter. Free throw is good for Blaine Morgan, a 73% shooter. He's got 3 points tonight. Heading into the break, the Notre Dame foul is on Dylan Rubel, his first.
I want to know how in the world they got the Jefferson County, St. Francis County people to agree to go to Dexter for a game.
Second one good for Morgan. Hey, have game will travel, right?
It's been our motto for a very long time. We've been to some places that I would have never been to had it not been for sports. And
you got that right.
We have seen that Dexter facility, though, a couple of times in the past. It's a great place to go.
Here's a 3. Notre Dame still looking for their first converted triple. Londaway, a 40% shooter from perimeter, misfired there. Morgan grabbed the rebound, and here come the Mules. That 3 is well short, but an offensive rebound lost by Aycorp, grabbed instead by the Bulldogs. And Schweinbold to the baseline. Well, if you want to talk about places we've gone, you can headline the list with Aberdeen, Maryland, and Weimar, Texas.
What age group baseball was that? I'm trying to remember now.
Aberdeen, Maryland was 12-year-olds. Weimar, Texas was senior Babe Ruth baseball. I'm trying to think of the farthest place we've gone broadcast-wise for basketball. I'm not sure we've gone someplace farther than Springfield, Mike, have we?
Not for basketball.
I don't think we've been out of state for basketball. Illinois?
I haven't done one.
I don't think I have either. Turned over. That's the second give up by the Mules. Final 3/4 of a minute in the first. Bernie ramping up the regular season. Would love to close it out with wins in 5 of the last 6. They go to Bloomfield to the 2 seed in the district. That starts on Tuesday night as well. And that's going to be a good block, clean. And they're going to say on the jump, it'll be alternating possessions. Give this one to the Mules.
Greg, turnover numbers here in the first quarter with 30 seconds left in it. You mentioned the 2 for the Mules a minute ago. Bulldogs have twice that many at 4.
Final trip time for the Mules. NBA shot clock to go in the first. Let's see if they hold on to it for the final now 20. Blaine Morgan up top between the rings. Appears like they will. Jason Long and the Bernie Mules. Head coach in his 7th season. Has this club at 17-8. Final 7 ticks on the clock in the first. They're up by 2. Give it back to Morgan. Clock to 3. Now to 2. Morgan penetrates, draws a foul with 0.3 of a second left. And that one's going to go on Evan Schweinbold as his first. And for all the talk we've had over the decades, Mike, of teams not being able to execute end-of-quarter possessions, that was a pretty good one for Bernie.
Yep. Once he drew the foul, I mean, it wasn't the greatest shot, but he was able to get to a spot to draw the foul. Drawing the foul made it a really good trip to take it inside a second and get an opportunity.
And he converted the free throw where he's 3 for 3 tonight. He's got 5 points. Blaine Morgan, 5'10", third-year man. Along with 11.1 points, he dishes out 5.1 assists a night. This is his first free throw of the night. He's 3 of 4, and that's the way the quarter ends. 14-11, Bernie by a triple at the end of 1 in their regular season finale on the road in Cape Girardeau. We're back after this on Aycorp Sports.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
First quarter shooting numbers, 14-11. Bernie with the lead at the end of 1. The Mules were 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep, 5 of 6 at the free throw line. Bulldogs, 5 of 13 from the field, missed all 6 of their three-pointers, went 1 of 2 at the charity stripe.
Great job on the camera work from Matthew Holman and Peyton Hartline doing the work for us tonight here down in Cape Girardeau. Bulldogs still looking for their first triple that'll go. That one does not. And a rebound down to Hobgood. We're looking at the Notre Dame lineup, and Braden Robert is in the game with those 2 fouls.
Question, Greg, becomes how aggressive do you play with the 2? Do you attack that player who has the 2? And if he picks up the 3rd, how soon does it happen in this quarter?
Right. Half a minute gone by in the second. Geiling, keep it on perimeter to Hobgood. Thought about penetrating, ran into Robert, tries to shove off of him, got rid of the basketball, and a possession continues for the all-blue-clad Bernie Mules. Tough jumper that falls for Aycorp. That was not easy. He's got 6. Bernie opened the season with their own invitational, and they won it, beating Holcomb, Risco, and Campbell. Their first loss came to Mike. You and I saw a really good Woodland squad at that Southeast Missouri Christmas tournament. That triple's good for Cole Adams. His first points, he averages 12.5 and shoots the triple at 36%. And that brings the Bulldogs to within 2. A 30-second timeout taken by Bernie will keep it here. Bernie went to Bell City and beat them by 25 before the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, where they won their first-round game, lost to Twin Rivers, and in the consolation bracket beat Risco and Malden. And then kind of went 50-50 for a while. But down the stretch, wins in 4 of their last 5 coming into tonight. And the lone loss in that stretch, another club we saw around the holidays, Mike, that Delta team that is very aggressive. And Delta beat them by 19.
Talking to a few people who have watched this Bernie team play throughout the season, and you and I get our first in-person look at them. A lot of the things I have heard is when they are good, they can be really good. And when they hit a clinker, it can kind of go south on them, and it won't look very good on a given night. after hearing that from a few people, my thought was that's going to be a pretty good description of 90% of the high school basketball teams. I mean, there are very few that either look really bad all the time or really look good all the time, especially at this level.
Yeah.
That inconsistency should just be accepted.
Bernie misfires on the three. Devin Dannenmuller with the rebound off the Hopgood miss. Well, the two teams that we've got for tomorrow in Aycorp Sports are traditionally really good all the time, Sykeston and Jackson. Well, that's going to be a good one.
Now, those type programs, you're exceptions to the rule that it's very rare when they don't put a good performance on the floor. You'll have your moments, all teams do, but it's not an up and down roller coaster so much with programs like those.
Notre Dame opening up the season against St. Mary's, lost to them by 31. A group that right now is ranked 4th in the state in Class 4. Dannenmuller good. He's got his first two. He averages 5.7, and we're deadlocked at 16 apiece. Right in front of Jeremy Brinkmeyer, the third-year head coach for the Notre Dame Bulldogs. Spent 2 years at Kelly before he came here to Cape Girardeau. And a foul's going to be called. Boy, has a lot of contact. It wasn't the full-on windmill block effort. Dylan Rubel, I thought, had a pretty good defensive effort. You got a good look at it there. Do you call a foul on that or not? Officials did, and it's the second on Rubel.
Arm coming down just looks so much like a foul that even without a lot of contact, you get the call. I leave it at this. It wasn't a bad defensive play. It's just one that got called for a foul.
John Aycock at the line for the first time tonight, 67% tosser. He's got 7 in the ball game. He averages 15.4. Aycock at 6'5". He's got one more season to go at Bernie.
And Greg, not just because those 2 free throws went in, but that had the form that looked a lot better than a 67% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
It really looked solid.
I agree. Looked very comfortable at the stripe. Just flat running over a guy on that trip to the basket, and called for it was Geiling. Well, when he sort of lowered the shoulder a little bit and did the extra lean into the defender, I knew he was going to get himself in trouble.
How many times have we heard the charge block's the toughest call in basketball? Not always. That one was a pretty routine call.
First foul on Bernie in quarter 2. Perimeter triple falls. In and out and in for Colin Farrow. Farrow only strokes the 3 at 14% on the year. And it puts the Bulldogs in front by 1 at 19-18. In the paint, losing it, getting it back. Hobgood, put it up and put it in. His first points, he averages 13.9. He's a guy that Bernie relies on to put the ball in the cylinder, and he's got his first points midway through quarter 2. Now the 3 starting to fall. Cole Adams has his second. He's got 6, and the lead is 2 for Notre Dame.
We talked about them going 0 for their first 6. Now they've made 3, and they've done so in 11 opportunities, so 3 of their last 5 have gone in, and we know what the philosophies are with three-point shooters. If they're going in, keep shooting them. If they're not going in, keep shooting them. If you are a shooter and your coach respects your ability to do so, you can't let missed shots change the way you play.
Geiling, a lot of perimeter passing. Now they involve Aycock inside. Almost a travel in the corner off Blaine Morgan, but not called. And the Mules continue it as a lengthy possession. Under 4 minutes to go, stands at 2. And a little bump out top. Foul called on Colton Londaway, his first. Second club foul on Notre Dame in the quarter. SEMO Sports Zone with Drew and Dave, our podcast focused on basketball every Monday. Join Andrew Moore and David Jenkins for insight into local high school basketball, and maybe some other subjects as well. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast. Drive to the basket, misfire there, and a rebound defensive for Farrow. That's the SEMO Sports Zone. If you want to see them as well as hear them, you can find them on the SEMO Sports Zone YouTube channel. That is every Monday.
I still say I'm going to tune in more for the other topics, just because you never know what they're going to be. That's what you tune in for.
That's kind of the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah. The other topics.
You know what the meat and potatoes are going to be. It's the other stuff around it that sometimes can make it really interesting. Blaine Morgan with that last foul. Not the basketball discussion is not interesting. But you know that's coming. That's expected. Step back three. Geiling can't triple. Londaway grabs it. Bulldogs by 2. Probing and back out. Robert. Haven't seen much of him since the 2 early fouls. He missed that little floater in the defensive board to Hunter Massey. He brings down just shy of 6.5 a game. Bernie at 17-8. The last season they won more than this was 2023. They went 21-7, lost to Neelyville in the district semis. Their last district title came the year before that. They lost to Norwood in the state championship game by 1 and wrapped up a 29-2 season. They're counting that basket. And one more coming up as Bernie goes to the line in the person of Hunter Massey, who's got 4.
You mentioned he averages just over 6.5 rebounds a game, brought down his second a moment ago. Scores at 4.4 points, already has 4, a chance to get to 5 with the trip to the line here. Mules have been good at the free throw line so far, 7 of 8 as a team. He's 2 for 2.
Statistically for the season, he's not all that good, just 36%. Tonight, he's 100.
That's why sports makes so much sense. The 36% free throw shooter makes his first 3. Coaches and managers will tell you all the time that we can only prep for what we've seen. We can't prep for what might happen that's out of the ordinary. Nobody can. So the kid that makes 5 threes when he's made 2 all year can't prep for that.
Turnover. Bulldogs Euro step on the offensive end. Blaine Morgan's got 7. Now Morgan and Aycorp have combined for 15 in the club's 25, and Bernie's up by 3 with under 2 minutes to go and the ball back on a Bulldog turnover. That's 7 turnovers for Notre Dame. A lot of contact out top. And that's another foul on Farrow. That's his second. Talking about Notre Dame at 15-8. 15 is the most wins they've had in a single season since they went 20-7 in 2021. Notre Dame has lost in the district championship game each of the last 5 years. Strong to the bucket for John Aycorp, who's got 10. Their last district crown, not to bring up bad stuff, was 2020. They beat Westminster to go to the Final Four in the season when that was never completed. You don't need me to explain why. Turnover, Mules. 1:09 to go, Bernie by 5. But a nice job to strip Robert on the way up. It'll stay Notre Dame basketball, but they'll have to do it off the inbound.
I'm sure you'll understand, but as soon as you said 2020, I tuned you out.
I would have tuned myself out too.
Yep, just don't want to hear any more about it. Nothing good happened that year. So we'll move on from it.
(27-22) Mules. That would have helped the Bulldog cause, but it didn't go for Cole Adams. We wind our way inside the final minute. I missed the snow-capped graphics that we had during the Christmas tournament here on Aycorp Sports. Those were awesome. Snow might be a little more appropriate tomorrow when the temperature changes dramatically from what it was today.
Yep, felt more like a baseball, softball weather.
It was great today. Robert, half a minute. Boy, went a long way without dribbling, and they let him go. He's got 7, his first point since the first quarter, and that cuts it to 3. Chase Geiling out on the right wing high. They did a good job, did the Mules, at the end of the first quarter with the last possession with the clock winding down. Now it's under 10. Aycorp just going to go straight down the lane, stop, miss it, rebound, volleyed around to the wing, and is out of bounds with 1.3, and it's Bernie basketball.
I would say if you're thinking about a final shot, yes, he took that too soon, but you've got your leading scorer with a step-up 12-footer with nobody on him. It's hard to say don't take that, and then they get one more final chance here.
Boy, a tough spot to put your guy on the sideline in a double team, and Aycorp can't convert. Bernie at the break in Cape Girardeau with a lead of 3, 27-24. Halftime report follows these messages on Aycorp Sports.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh yeah, I framed that.
I built that.
I stained that.
I hinged that.
I built that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
As Ferris Bueller said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you could miss it. Don't miss a property you've been waiting for because life got chaotic. Let me handle the real estate details while you handle life. I'm Kayla Mayberry. Call or text today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
Halftime in Cape Girardeau. That's Mike Reeves. I'm Greg Allen. The Bernie Mules have a lead of 3 over the Notre Dame Bulldogs. 27-24 ahead of a matchup tomorrow night at Aycorp Sports that will decide a regular season SEMO conference title when Sykeston and Jackson get together. That'll be at the Jackson Event Center. We'll be there for it. James Hodges, Bobby Alford will have the call for you here on Aycorp Sports. That should be a dynamite matchup coming up on Friday night. Mike's got the numbers from the first half from a team perspective.
I'm still kind of trying to take in the crazy train on horns that we just heard from the band. But I don't know if that's what Ozzy had in mind, but it worked out. They did a good job with it. Here are your first half team numbers. Mules, as Greg told you, on top 27-24. They shot 43% from the field, making 9 of 21 shots. Notre Dame from the field, 43%. That's the same percentage. They were 10 of 23. Both teams struggled from 3. Bernie's just 1 of 9, 11%. Notre Dame, 3 of 12, 25%. The Mules got to the free throw line, and when they got there, they took advantage. 8 of 9 at the line, 89%. Just 2 free throws attempted from Cape Notre Dame. They made one of those 2. Rebound advantage 2. Notre Dame at 12-10. Turnovers, 7 for the Bulldogs, 4 for the Mules. Scoring off the bench, only had 5 of those. All of them came from Cape Notre Dame. Bernie's being led rebounding by Hunter Massey and John Aycorp with 3 each. Cape Notre Dame, they're being led by Cole Adams and Colton Londaway, who also have 3 each. That's the team numbers that got us to where we are at the intermission. Individually, Greg, go.
Bernie being led by John Aycorp, who's got 10. They get 7 from Blaine Morgan. They get 5 from Hunter Massey, 3 from Chase Geiling, and 2 from Kane Hobgood. For Notre Dame, Braden Robert leads the way with 7. Cole Adams has 6, 4 from Gabe Jones. Colin Farrell's got a triple and a pair apiece from Devin Dannenmuller and Dylan Rubel at the half. It is Bernie 27, Notre Dame 24.
Last time I did a game with Aycorp, went to Jackson and watched the Lady Indians against Donovan, and Jackson looked remarkable that night, played very well, but you were supposed to make a trip, dealing with some issues at that time. Back to normal, back to being Greg again? Are we where we're supposed to be after your week 10 days or whatever that was of not having a good run of things?
Well, I won't go into the details of what kept me out that game. It was not fun. It was mouth issues, and there's been continued illness going through our house, and if you can probably sense, the voice is not great. It's coming back to me again, unfortunately, so I'm feel okay, but the voice just isn't there, Mike.
Well, that's the downside to what we've chosen to do over the last 25 years or so, is with the head colds and sinus and all the crud that by living in Missouri, because it's 70 one day and 35 the next, and I know they say weather doesn't impact health. I will argue that all the way to my grave, I guess. But when you get that chest, throat, head stuff, and you talk for what you like to do, that's not a good combination. I mean,
if they could play the basketball season in like June, I'd be a lot better.
Well, here's the thing. We don't have 8 of these today like we did the last time we sat together. We can get through the one, I hope.
I felt great at the Christmas tournament. The problem was the 8 wrecked me. Robert and Notre Dame will start in the third with a basketball. Well, regardless, thrilled to have you with us, our entire crew here with Aycorp Sports. There's the left wing three that doesn't go, and a rebound down to Bernie. Geiling brings that down, lost it. Robert foul. Marley Hatton, our photographer tonight. Matt Walker on the switch of the graphics from Cooper Knight. And Matthew Holman and Peyton Hartline working the cameras for you. Robert just falls off. Braden Robert, just a sophomore. Good rebound for Hunter Massey. That was tough. He had 2 Bulldogs to try to navigate.
He now has a team lead with that 4th rebound that he was able to rip away.
Here's Blaine Morgan. Bernie by 3. That's where we were at the break, 27-24. Coming up on a minute gone by in the third. Aycock on the doorstep, converts again. Well, you can see why he shoots 58% from the floor. When he gets down to his office, he's pretty good.
I love the way he's able to get the ball up on rim even in traffic. That was the case right there, and played through a little contact. Probably not enough to call the foul, but enough contact that you had to be strong to play through it.
Londaway on a kickout. Well, Adams was open and elected to take it inside. That ball got deflected. It'll be Notre Dame ball, I would think, and it will be.
Well, Greg, you talked about Notre Dame's rebounding this season has been a team effort.
Yeah.
Not a lot of individuals just hauling in a lot. Nobody with more than 5 rebounds a game. Well, in this one, nobody's got more than 3 so far. They spread it out, their rebounds over 7 different players. So the stats have not lied in this one.
Offensive foul on the Bulldogs. That one is on Gabe Jones, his first. We'll see Notre Dame again on Tuesday. Their district seeds the day after that on a Wednesday. We see them coming up on the road at Dexter, which is the site of the district. Jeremy Brinkmeyer and company can just sleep down there after the game and not have to make a trip back down the next day for the seed meeting. Just pack a sleeping bag and a little breakfast and you're good to go. That foul on Londaway is second.
That rebound just hauled in by Massey, his 5th of the game. That's the most that anybody has so far in this one, and he averages 6.5.
Offensive foul that time on Bernie. They called that on Massey, Mike. His first.
Said that he had wrapped up the opponent trying to get open.
Rebound that time to Aycock off the miss. Not a lot of scoring here in the third early. Just 2 the way of the Mules to open up a 5-point lead. Here's an open right wing 3. That's good. Hobgood has got 5. And the Mules have their largest lead of the night of 8.
His first make in 4 tries from beyond the arc.
33% shooter from perimeter. Robert back to a cutting Adams. In jail on the left doorstep, and timeout. Jeremy Brinkmeyer will take it. 5:20 to go in the third. It's Bernie by 8. 32-24 over Notre Dame.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yeah. Notre Dame ball out of the timeout. They go to Borgia coming up on the 21st, 2 days from now. The Knights are 15-10. And then that matchup Tuesday at Dexter, the regular season finale for Jeremy Brinkmeyer and company. Back to work with 5 1/4 minutes to go. Third quarter. Back out for an Adams three. Boy, they needed that. He's got 9. He's got 9 on 3 converted threes, but quickly Bernie the other way with a layup in transition. Nobody for Notre Dame got back, and Massey's got 7. That was a heck of an outlet pass. And on the rebound, try off the missed Robert three. We got a foul coming up on Bernie. It's on Hobgood, his second.
You mentioned for Cole Adams, 3 made threes for his 9 points. He's done that on 8 3-point attempts, 3 for 8. Again, 36% from the 3-point line this season.
Corner three, no good from Adams. And more Bernie problems. This time no foul, just the ball out of bounds off Aycorp. Margin 7, not quite halfway through the third. Robert working on Aycorp. Tough assignment, and he missed it. Aycorp grabbed the rebound. Blaine Morgan. Aycorp a little deeper out on perimeter than he normally likes to be. Couldn't do anything with it. Teardrop floater falls out. Rebound available. Robert's got it. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Now he's by himself, forces the issue, and draws the foul. It's going to be on Chase Geiling. That should be his third. Free throws for Robert, where he made his first but missed the next 2. So 1 of 3 on the night.
You mentioned all the fine folks on the cameras and behind the scenes here. What a job they do throughout the course of all the high school broadcast seasons.
Robert's got 8 as he makes that one.
I've always said they do a good job because if you're just sitting at home and you're watching it, you don't even think about what's going on, and that means they're doing their job.
9 for Robert. And he'll check out. 20 wins for Cape Notre Dame back in 2021. They won 26 the year before that in that COVID season. 21 wins in 2017. 27 wins when they beat Bolivar to win the third place game in 2015. They won 20 or more 3 straight years from 08 to 10. Step through traffic and a lay-in, tough ask, but Blaine Morgan converts. He's got 9. 3:51 to go in the third. We'll keep this one here, 36-29. And Mike, some of those numbers I'm talking about are kind of what you and I, for the better part of my early tenure in the state of Missouri to the next 15, 20 years going forward, that's kind of what we expected when we would come down here, down being from St. Francis County. And it was always a really tough Bulldog squad. The last 4 years that they've had, when the most wins have been 14, and they've been none of those years above 500, that is abnormal from what we sort of think of, you and I, when we talk Notre Dame basketball.
Well, it tells you how impressive what the program has done is when you look at going back year after year, and this year's no different, they're going to play a very solid schedule. So when they were putting up those big win totals, the schedule was very difficult. They were just good enough to navigate through it. I will tell you now that some of these 500 and a little below 500 teams they've had, playing in a different part of the state and playing a different schedule, they would have still put together a lot of victories. They had some talent, they did, but they get challenged so much night after night after night. Greg, if you're not real good, if you don't have a rock-solid team, you're going to lose a whole bunch of basketball games. You can be pretty good, and it won't look pretty good on your record. That's generally what happens in this part of the state.
And keep in mind, Mike, the conference they play in, the Christmas tournament they go to, that Nixa tournament, really good. There's half their games right there. Notre Dame struggling to get it up 4. They've got to take another timeout.
That's why I've always said the high school level, one of the most difficult things to do, Greg, is when you haven't had eye test on teams, when you don't get a chance to see them, and there's so many teams that doing what we do, we're not going to see everybody very much. It's just the reality is you can sit and say, all right, here's the record. Oh, 16-10, 17-9. Okay, who have they played? I don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about them. Okay, them. you can compare all you want, but until you get eye test, it's hard to tell. We had the advantage of seeing Notre Dame in the Christmas tournament, the Southeast Missouri tournament, so we knew a little bit of what to expect from them. Bernie was a lot more, from my perspective, of ask around, score, compare, talk to coaches who have played against them, get an idea who they are. And with that said, you and I have talked over the years about going to a game, whether we know the teams intimately and right down to the very last player on the bench, and we've seen them 10 times each, or if it's two teams that you haven't seen all year, we've always talked about what did we expect the game to look like. Tonight, this has looked exactly the way I thought the stats said it should look.
Yeah.
It has.
Quick inbound. Dannenmuller couldn't convert. The other way. Here comes Bernie. Chase blocked from Cole Adams to rip it off the hands of Blaine Morgan. Notre Dame prevents 2 from going on the board the way of the Mules. Keep it a 7-point margin. Coming up on 3:20 to go in the third. Dannenmuller working on Aycorp. And Aycorp blocked the shot, got a hand in there. The putback, though, is good from Evan Schweinbold for his first 2 on the night. Aycorp grabs about 2.5 blocks a game. You can see why it's 6'5". Wide open for 3. Good from Kane Hopgood. He's got 8. And the Mules in a good spot, up 8. And the ball back. They'll call that one out of bounds and give it to Notre Dame. Robert back in.
Hopgood missed his first 3 attempts from long range tonight, all those in the first half. Come out in the second half after you've missed 3 and you're a 33% shooter. Still take that open shot when it's there. He's knocked down 2 in a row now. And it doesn't take long for shooters to get that feel. And the crazy thing is, it can go away as fast as it comes to you, and then it can come back as fast as it went away. That's just the nature of the shot.
And once you make one, you're probably thinking, okay, finally, there it is. Rubel had a hard time with it on perimeter, able to get it back. This is Adams hanging and missing. Rebound to Aycorp. He's got 6 boards on the night. Averages 10.3. Approaching 2 minutes in the third. Good idea on the dump down pass, Morgan to Aycorp. That was an easy 2, but the pass just got broken up. A great idea. The execution was just a whisker off. Well, you can see exactly what Morgan was trying to do, and he had a teammate wide open underneath.
Yeah, if the pass connects, it's an easy layup.
Yep.
But a good defensive play to read it.
It'll put Robert at the line. He's made his last 2. He's 3 for 5 in a game. He's got 10 after that make.
Managed to play with those 2 fouls that he picked up early in the first quarter all the way through to now with still just those 2 fouls.
Now he's got 11. Makes it a 6-point game. Hopping into traffic and called for an offensive foul. Chase Geiling, that's his 4th. Well, you look at Bernie historically, they rattled off 20-win seasons from 2018 to 2023. This is a program that routinely wins 20 games a year. So the last 2 seasons are kind of the outlier at 15-8 last year, 10-14 the year before that. Then you got a weird 2016 campaign at 5-19 stuck in there. But other than that, from 2009 forward, they got a pile of seasons where they won 20 or more. Geiling's got 5. Final 1 1/4 minutes of the third. Adams doesn't take the 3. He wants the 15-footer. Missed it, but an offensive rebound from Schweinbold. Adams tried to dump it down and knocked it at the feet of his teammate and take it away off the turnover with a minute to go.
9th Bulldog turnover. That number for the Mules is 8.
Ball taken away. Speaking of turnovers, there's one right there. And maybe a piece of that shot on the block. And followed by Robert is good. He's got 13 off the miss from Londaway. And that makes it again a 6-point game. Robert looking for a steal. Came to Aycorp instead. Now they'll likely hold for the final shot, and that's exactly what seventh-year head coach of the Mules, Jason Long, says. Hotly contested possession on perimeter by Notre Dame. 10 to go. Bernie's done pretty well at this so far tonight until that trip. Trying to close the third. Instead, Notre Dame will try with a deep three. No. Almost went for Adams. That would have cut a 6-point game in half. Instead, it's 41-35. Bernie by 6 to the fourth on Aycorp Sports.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Cape Notre Dame Huddle brings you back. Here to Jerry Grimcourt, longtime girls basketball head coach here at Notre Dame. 41-35 to the fourth quarter. Mike's got the numbers through 3.
Mules in that third quarter. They were 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep. Never shot a free throw. Notre Dame just 3 for 15. Yet they find themselves still within 6. They went 1 of 5 from deep, 4 of 6 the free throw line. The free throw line is what kept them in this one, only down 6.
That ball just thrown out of bounds. Was it deflected? They're going to say yes. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. You look at Notre Dame's district, it's at Dexter, Doniphan, Fredericktown, Kennett, and Perryville are part of that. Another deflected ball out. Again, we'll stay with the Bulldogs. You look at that district with Bernie, they're the 2. They've got a 5:45 tip Tuesday against the 7 host school Bloomfield. Puxico is the 1 seed with a bye. The 3-6 matchup is Charleston and Oran, Chaffee and Advance in the 4-5. Look at that bracket. In the corner for 3, no. Off the mark and a rebound down to Bernie. That's Class 2 District 3 for the Mules. Hobgood grabbed that rebound. 6-point margin to begin the fourth. 14-11 the score in the third. Mules 3 better. They'll turn over here on the travel.
11th turnover of the game, 7th of the half.
Wow.
Against the Mules.
4 at the break?
4 at the break. It's another reason, though, that even though they shot it so much better than Cape Notre Dame, they did in that third quarter, there were other numbers that balanced it out that kept the game close.
Good pick in traffic. Braxton Arnold got a hand in there.
10th Bulldog turnover, their third of the half.
Poked away from him, though. Londaway's got an uncontested layup the other direction. His first points, he averages 7.7. He's got 2. Through traffic comes Morgan. If you are in practice with Bernie, as that one drops in for Hobgood and a timeout, full stoppage here from Jason Long, and you say, hey, Arnold, 3 guys turn around. Braxton Arnold, Dyson Arnold, their brothers, and their cousin, Creed Arnold. It's like a quarter of the team for a club that's got 12 guys. 3 of them have the same last name.
And Hey Arnold was a TV show, wasn't it?
Something like that,
It
yeah.
was, like an animated. I had kids, but they're all grown now. It seemed like there was a Hey Arnold animated show. If there wasn't, just one of my
random thoughts in your head?
Many random thoughts that turned out to have no validity to them whatsoever. I got to look it up later and find out if there was. Seemed like he was a kid with like a football head. I'm not kidding you. I know you never had kids, so you didn't follow I'm looking it up. You talk, I'll look up.
These two meeting for the first time since 2019. If you go back to 2019, they had played 10 consecutive years prior to that. Entering tonight, Notre Dame's won the last 8 in a row. They've won 9 of those 10. The only Bernie win came in 2011 when they beat Notre Dame at Bernie 54-51. Hey, Arnold.
With a football head.
With a football head. And yellow hair.
So it was a show. I'm not completely out of my mind. All right.
See? Some of the stuff that's randomly floating around your head actually is accurate. Good to know. Robert. His club down 6. Oh, this is huge. And good from Dylan Rubel, who's got 5. Brings the Bulldogs right back to manageable down 3. Nice stop-and-go move on a baseline and falls off for Morgan. The putback, though, goes, and he's fouled. Blaine Morgan with 11. Boy, good action on both ends of the floor. Second personal on Gabe Jones. Singleton free throw here for Morgan. Rims off. Adams with the rebound. Morgan now 3 of 5 in the game from the line. Robert. Soft, friendly rims here in his home gym. He's got 16. Bit of a slow scoring start for Robert. He's come on lately. He's got 16 to lead all scorers. It's a 2-point game. Bernie's led by as many as 8. Hobgood could not be more open. That one doesn't fall. Trying to crawl after it was Colin Farrow, and Notre Dame's got the ball. They can take the lead with a triple. Approaching 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. No dice on that shot. And here come the Mules. Two teams meeting for the first time in 7 years. Notre Dame trying to extend their win streak head-to-head to 9 in a row. We're better than 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. A 2-point game. And a held ball as Robert got his hands in there on Hobgood and tied him up. And the arrow belongs to Bernie, as Londaway will check back in, replacing Cole Adams.
Well, you can feel momentum shifts in
big
different
time.
games. And we've got one going on here.
The 2 threes, Mike, changed everything for Notre Dame. They got one from Rubel, and then the one by Robert to get him within 2. Bernie taking a long time to get it in, and it's picked on the end line. No, Robert was out of bounds. Good call. That happened right in front of us. And so the Mules will get a redo here.
Yeah, you get most of your pictures from around center court. We are actually located high above the court in the corner in which they're playing now.
Ball poked away momentarily from Bernie, but they get it back with Hobgood. There's a lot of that perimeter pressure from Notre Dame and coming down the lane. Yes, and an and one again for Blaine Morgan. Second time he's gotten that in the last minute and a half. He's got 13. First personal on Devin Dannenmuller.
Look at that ability to play through contact at the rim, get baskets to fall while you're being hammered and still get the shot to go. That's a unique skill and a good job that he's done all night.
14 for Morgan. But Mike, he is doing it the way so many people don't do it. He's going strong to the hole, and if I get fouled, fine. He's not inviting contact like so many players do, and I've never understood that. Why would you rather have 2 free throws that you have to make rather than try to make a 2-footer and then maybe get an extra one?
We've watched it for years. The guys and girls go in, I'm looking for the foul.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, if you don't get the foul call, you have no chance to make the shot. You just throw it towards the rim and you hope.
Robert missed the 3, a lot of contact. Londaway with the rebound. Here's an Adams 3, that drops. He's got a does, we're back to within 2. I've never understood the inviting contact thing. I'd rather make the easier shot than have to make 2 free throws. Answered by Hunter Massey, who's got 10. He's the 4th Mule in double figures, and they've got 51 in the game.
Massey's not missed a shot tonight. He's 3
wow.
of 3 from the floor and 3 of 3 at the line.
Adams way out there, no good, and that's an easy over-the-back foul called. No question on that one on Devin Rubel. That's his 3rd. That was as easy as that block charge discussion we had earlier.
Cole Adams has now attempted 12 3-pointers in this game. He's made 4 of those 12. He split his last 2.
He's 36% from deep on the year. Bernie has primarily led this game pretty much late second quarter forward. Sideline pass out of bounds off Robert.
Well, we talked about, again, the 3-point shot and the numbers, and, it's kind of a, literally, I guess it's a hit or miss type of shot. Greg, it's a difficult shot and more than people think because they see so many go in, they don't think about. At the college level right now, the number 1 team in Division I, if you will, is shooting 42% as a team from 3.
Speaking of threes, there's the missed one, but an offensive rebound by Braxton Arnold. I'll ask, who is that team?
I'll tell you, second is SLU. That's why I know what the 1 is. I don't know who the 1 is.
Oh, you don't know?
SLU is second, like percentage points behind him, 41.2. So I forgot who the number 1 was, but SLU was second. That's why I looked it up. So SLU is second.
Idaho.
Let's go with the Vandals. I'm good with it.
I have no idea. SLU is second in the country on 3-point percentage.
They are indeed, yes.
Braxton Arnold around the key to the blocks. Tough shot. May have been partially blocked by Adams. Down 5 with the rock on their home floor, Notre Dame. Trying for a 9th consecutive win over Bernie. To the basket. Alligator on the first shot, fouled on the second was Schweinbold. He'll have to do it at the line. And that was not a sequence where he was inviting contact. Schweinbold, 72% free throw shooter on the season. That's just his 3rd point tonight. The average is 3.8. This can cut it to 3. Again, the friendly rims. And we will take this timeout with 2:42 to go. It's a 1-possession game. Bernie with the ball when we come back.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh, yeah. I framed that.
I built that.
I stained that.
I hinged that.
I bet that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
Greg Allen, Mike Reeves back with you on Aycorp Sports. Back inside Notre Dame High School in Cape Girardeau.
Circling back to where we were a moment ago with the 3-point shooting numbers
Yes,
on
sir.
the college level.
SLU is second.
They are second. The number 1 shooting 3-point team in the country is Yale.
All right.
There are 1 percentage point, less than a percentage point difference between the two. But there's your top 2 shooting 3-point teams in America at the Division I level of college basketball.
Just because you have the list, who's 3rd? Harvard.
Miami, Ohio.
Okay, now that I can see.
Yep, with their undefeated record. Followed by Belmont, Liberty, Cornell, Boston University, Iowa State.
A bunch of non-traditional teams at the top of that list.
North Carolina State and Colorado State. Those are your top 10.
All right. 51-48. Getting late on a Thursday night. And Aycorp going to the foul line. Notre Dame is over the limit in fouls. That one on Schweinbold, his second. John Aycorp 2 for 2 at the line. He's got now 13 in the ball game. He, Blaine Morgan, Hunter Massey, and Kane Hobgood, all with double figures for the Mules.
3 points for Aycorp in this half. He had 10 at the half. He's only had one field goal attempt in this half.
That one doesn't fall. It's his first miss from the stripe. He's 3 of 4. Margins 4, 2:19 to go, fourth quarter. Adams was open for a blink from the corner. Didn't take a good takeaway by Hobgood. Finds a leaking Chase Geiling for an easy layup. He's got 7, and that did not go at all the way Notre Dame wanted that to go. Instead, they'll take a Rubel 3. That's an air ball. Hobgood nearly tackled, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, that sequence, turnover, run out, layup, air ball 3, foul and rebound.
Free throws coming.
That was about as bad as it could get for Notre Dame late in the game, down by, at the time that all started, down by 4. Now down 6 and looking at free throws the other way. Hobgood has not been to the line yet tonight.
73% shooter on the season. Third personal on Evan Schweinbold. Gabe Jones back in for Jeremy Brinkmeyer and the Bulldogs. We'll see him Tuesday in Dexter. That's the site of their district that will seed on Wednesday. That free throw goes as well. Hobgood's got a dozen, and the lead all of a sudden is back to 8. They had it within 2 at 43-41. Roberts got 19. Final 90. Bernie's had some late quarter extended possessions, and this looks for all the world to try to be one here. And timeout by the Mules. We'll take it. It's a full stoppage late in the fourth quarter and a 5-point game. Bernie with the lead and the ball when we come back.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, tri-level home with a bonus room and a walkout basement on 1.78 acres.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At 7.
Looking at the Bulldog huddle there, Jeremy Brinkmeyer in the middle of that, trying to figure out how to outscore the opponent by 6 over the next 113.
Well, first thing that you've got to hope for if you're a club down 5 like the Bulldogs are, can you force turnovers? Live ball turnover preferred, get out and get points in transition. That's one way to cut the lead in a big hurry. The second part of that becomes, if you can't get the turnover, you got to think about when do you start to foul and then hope that they don't convert when they get to the free throw line.
Bernie's got to get it in. They do finally. Gave it to Massey. And out of bounds, it'll stay with Bernie.
Greg, I think you have to have a number in your mind in terms of the clock. How long do you let it go before you commit fouls? And the answer right now is 1:05. My thinking over the
I was
going
to say 55, by the way.
Yep, my thinking over the years has always been, and we talked about this, Greg, a lot, you and I want as many possessions as I get if I'm the team behind. So I'm fouling a lot early, and I don't see anything wrong with that foul occurring when it did. And then you hope that free throws don't go in.
64% are at the line. Geiling makes that one. First trip to the line for him, he's got 8.
And this is where, the foul by quarter and the no 1-and-1, it does make a difference late in the game like this when you don't have to step up there and hit that 1 in bonus.
Cool, calm, collected on those two. Chase Geiling's got 9. Margin 7 out of bounds to the Bulldogs. But the other end of that equation, if you're going to foul and hope, the hope part means you've got to make shots on your offensive end.
Yeah, you can't control the free throws made or missed by the opponent, but you can control what you do. And I do think, Greg, Bulldogs at their spot now, it's almost must score each trip.
Yep. Londoay gave it up to Robert. Clock to 55. Shot blocked. Aycorp got a hand. Tried to knock it off a Bulldog. Mules get the ball, and tied up in the backcourt is Hopgood. A huge John Aycorp block. His second right down deep in the paint.
How good was that block? Because he did it in a way in which he kept separation so that you couldn't get the foul call. There's no body there. And then to recover and keep the ball alive, that was some play.
The ball alive's the part I like. Hopgood's got 13. He's perfect at the line. He stays perfect 4-4. And closing in on midnight for Notre Dame. Adams trying to keep him alive with a 3-ball. That makes it a 6-point game with 42.3 and another timeout. Full stoppage by the Bulldogs, but they're down by 6. That kept the respirator on, but they're not in good shape.
No, the only, again, we'll go back to the discussion we had at about 1:15 to go, and then they leaked it down to 1:05. You've got to do those things we talked about in that break. You either have to force turnover quickly or hope they miss some free throws. Can't do anything about it once they go to the free throw line.
Right.
There's no free throw defense, okay? they're going to make them or they're going to miss them. You got to hope, as you've always called it, foul and hope method. And if the opponent keeps going up there and knocking in free throws, and right now the Mules have gone 4 of their last 4 here down the stretch. If they keep doing that and don't give you the ball on turnovers, then they're going to win the basketball game. And I know it's so simple to talk about things that you want to do. Football, right? Don't turn it over. Well, yeah, great advice. Going out while these guys are clawing at the football and 5 guys are hitting you at once and trying to hold on to the ball, it may be a whole different story. Well, we're in a spot now for the Mules. Don't turn it over and make free throws, and you win. Well, boy, that sounds simple. Now go execute that.
Bernie from the line tonight is 16 of 19. And they're going back to the line here on the 4th personal on Braden Robert. That'll put Morgan at the line. He's responsible for 2 of the club's 3 misses tonight. He's 4 of 6. He's got 14. And it makes it that much harder for the Bulldogs. Must-score trip here for the guys in white. Londoay got in trouble and wants it back in the wing. Half a minute to go. Strong rebound, Hopgood. Notre Dame will not call off the Dogs just yet. Jones with another foul. And Bernie is going to get out of here with a regular season finale victory, snap an 8-game losing streak to Notre Dame that dates back to their last head-to-head meeting in 2019. Hopgood's got 15. He's perfect at the line in 5 tries. Final 23 seconds. Notre Dame got within 2, but Bernie held down the fort. And Mike, I keep thinking back to the block, leak out, layup, air ball 3 foul sequence that really kind of tilted things in Bernie's favor in this middle 4th quarter section. And the Mules win number 18 on the year. They head to the district tournament in Bloomfield as the 2 seed. They win 5 of their last 6. They win at Notre Dame, 63-54 the final. Mules come to Cape Girardeau and wrap up the regular season. Bulldogs have 2 more to go. Coming up on Saturday at St. Francis Borgia, and then we see them Tuesday at the site of the district in Dexter before the C meeting on Wednesday. 63-54 the final. Mules a winner on the road on Aycorp Sports.